we're in motion, and I need to focus on keeping us out of trouble. So you check the system, sort of thing, right?
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to start by reading the, we call it the pre-flight checklist. Call it before start, but.
Okay. So taxi and takeoff brief.
Okay, so we did a basic one. We're going to take off going that way and turn around and climb up to our cruise altitude since no ATCs online.
Yep. Oxygen.
Okay, tested 100% my side.
That's
So that would be a panel down at your. It's not simulated.
Oh,
so
okay.
there would be a button on that you'd hit. You'd hear that of the oxygen coming out.
Want to hit O2 before we go?
Yes.
Nav display and
transfer switches.
Transfer switches.
So they are all on normal.
Passenger signs.
They're on.
Window heat.
Heat's on.
Hydraulics.
Hydraulics are on.
Packs.
Packs are off.
Windows.
Windows, mine's closed and locked.
Same here. Lock. MC.
Okay, we got 155. Fix that. Bro. Okay, setting initial 14. Now we'll crank it once we're airborne. Runway heading.
Okay. Then heading in altitude. Okay, we've already got that set, I guess.
Yep.
Alright. Flight instruments.
Okay, so I'm showing 101.23 hectopascals, and that clearly isn't right because the fuel elevation ain't there. So I'm guessing we should be at 102.5 if you want to adjust yours.
Okay.
So that's this knob here.
Okay.
The small one.
5. Okay.
And I'm showing 246 on the.
So 246. Right, takeoff speeds.
Alright, they are 136 V1. He rotates 138 and V2 is 145.
Flight.
Goes complete.
Parking brake.
Hit that.
Start lever.
Are in cutoff. They are on. Alright. So we go ahead and start number 1. So with these ones, you push in the switch, rotate to ground.
Okay.
Skibo says goodnight, guys.
Hey, John.
Okay. Right. That John that was just.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, John Skibo. While you're firing the engines, Agent B7 wants to know how do you like the right seat there, AJ?
It's comfortable. For now. Yeah, that's.
So for the stream, we're gonna do a bit of a tag team here. Ray's gonna do social media work, and I'm gonna help. I'm gonna be Ground Point Niners field training officer here.
Right. So we got a good start on 1. I'll let you start number 2.
Yeah. I'll push down and rotate.
Push it up and down. Let it go and it'll sit there.
Damn. Oh,
okay, yeah, it's a little off, so. Got oil pressure. I think we can just taxi forward here.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Okay, start head out. Generator. Now start to go off. Okay, let's have the after start checklist.
Yep. After start checklist, generators,
Generators are on.
probe heat,
That's on.
anti-ice,
Anti-ice not required. Not required.
isolation valve,
It's on auto.
packs,
Put them on auto for now.
APU,
APU is off.
auto brakes,
No.
engine start, SWS,
Or start switches.
Switches,
So we're
sorry.
putting those on continuous.
flight controls,
So they're up. Now. Other left. Other right.
trim. Oh, sorry, you're still checking.
Trim 4.7. Or sorry, 4.5. Right.
Okay. Start levers,
We're in idle.
recall,
Duct.
flaps.
Step 5, please.
How does that work?
So you would go into 1 first.
Okay.
That's the slat position.
Okay.
That's why it's guarded.
Okay.
And then you pull it up again and out.
Go to 5. Okay. Right, set to 5. And after start checklist complete.
So we'll call for clearance. Clearance. You got clearance? Okay, go.
I guess I'm the controller, right? So yeah, we're cleared as filed.
Yeah. Yeah, you can give us all our clearances.
And AJ, there's a
Yep.
there's a spotlight up there in that eyebrow window.
Okay.
So there's a little, yeah, there you go.
All right.
If you need it.
Oh yeah. Did we park on apron or did we park on grass?
I actually have no
It
idea.
was on the apron. Did you? It's in the same spot that we left it at, right?
Yep.
So make a right.
Okay, there. Now I got movement.
You're gonna head out.
Make like a baby and head out.
Are you? Which runway are you departing on?
28.
28. Okay. Yep.
So I want to go that way.
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
I don't know where is the runway.
There's two taxiways. There's an inbound. There's an inboard and an outboard taxiway. I am a little confused as to what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, it's not easy to see.
This I see white lights over there.
Actually, hold on. Oh. Huh. I think you're needing to make a right.
Okay, I think we're on the grass.
Yeah, I think so too.
There's blue lights here, so that should be a taxiway. Yeah, not doing
That
anything.
didn't help.
X.
Well, here's the white lights here.
White light. They look like they're in a row. Look like that's a weird arrangement.
What's going on here?
They look like a bunch of white lights.
Yep,
That looks like a runway.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, you're definitely not full length right here.
No?
I don't think so. Well, pretty close.
Go back taxing. Or
This is. Well, good luck.
wow, that messed. Messed up.
Yeah, it's messed up. Yeah, see there.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah, we're
yeah.
going down there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
There you
go
go.
over here.
Off-road it.
I'm gonna off-road it
Yeah.
into what looks like a taxiway.
It is. It's just, yeah, there's a big distance between the taxiway and the runway on this one. Yeah.
This would be a lot cooler if it was day. See the mountains.
Yeah. When we taxied in, you see on your traffic display how it says there's a traffic 100 feet above you.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a. It turned out it looked like a Chinook helicopter to us, and it was just floating in midair with its rotors slowly turning.
Seven. Robes, and can you turn the packs off, please?
Yep. Well, if I can figure that out here.
These guys push the both that one and this one forward or up, actually,
Okay.
this way. There you go. They're
Alright,
both off.
Packs off. For takeoff checklist, ready
Yep.
for that or?
Yep. Go
Okay,
ahead.
flaps,
Flaps are 5.
briefing,
No changes.
transponder,
Let's set that to auto or on.
set to auto, and before takeoff checklist complete.
Turn on my non-existent land.
Is it not hooked up or something? Or?
We changed the flight model, and this
Okay.
avionics package doesn't really. I guess it doesn't like it or something. Maybe not. But that's the end of the runway.
Boy.
Come on, positive rate.
Oh,
Come on, let's
boy.
go. There we go. Come on.
Really?
There's our positive,
Positive
rate.
rate.
You're up.
You're up.
As a barn burner.
Here's up.
Set that to 37.
37, okay. When do I start this other checklist here? This one's the silent one.
Yeah, I'll call it.
Okay.
Make sure we start getting our altitude here
Yeah.
before I start the turn. If you can push the LNAV button on that for me.
This one here?
Yep.
Okay, LNAV.
Thank you.
That gives him lateral guidance from the FMS. But
Yeah, it's a pressurization warning, so you can turn the packs back on.
Okay, PAX.
Yeah, set the auto.
Yep.
And then hit that altitude horn cutout.
sounded like a gear horn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, accelerate. So if you can set my speed to 50, please.
Okay, 250.
Okay, and let's go to flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Well, that feels nice.
Yeah, really?
And Ray is messing with the exhaust of the projectors, so I'm not sure what he just did, but yeah, there's a lot of air coming in here. Oh, he set up a fan.
Okay, let's go flaps up.
Yeah, flaps up.
And then after takeoff check.
Okay. So this one I just usually do while I'm.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to walk through on this though. So
Yeah,
engine,
so right.
Yeah, I'll help you.
okay. Or if we need a light.
Sure.
Okay, so engine bleeds.
The engine bleeds are the bleed pumps here, so
Okay.
they're both on.
Yep, both are on. PAX or auto. Engine start switches off. Both gears are off.
So the number one's in
Oh, it
continuous.
is, okay. Off. Off.
Yep.
Landing gear up.
Yeah, you can select the landing gear to off.
Go to
now.
off, okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not on the list, but you can set it there.
Auto brakes off. Flaps up, no lights. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the flap gauge doesn't work right now. But
No, we
Yeah, I
got it.
noticed
We got it
that.
lighting up now.
it does
Yeah.
light up, yeah. So the transit light will light up, and then when it
And-
reaches its D10,
And I'm not sure for brake pressure, does that move at all?
Nope. No, that one's move.
Okay, so we're above transition altitude for this area, so if you want to push your standard button.
The there's a black button inside the middle here. It's inside the
You'll see that 10125 change to SE.
There you go. Did you see it? Yeah. Okay. And I zoomed in your nav map when we were on the airport, so right now it's on 5 miles, so if you want to zoom it out, you can change it to whatever you want. You can see the larger picture.
front of us, it looks like.
Yep.
100 feet, yep. There was a guy that took off from our airport just like 20 minutes before we...
Okay.
I saw him taxi out while you were running your checks. I heard him take off.
Alright, let's go with command A.
Oh, that's the command A.
Okay.
Alright, thank you. Now we snooze.
Okay.
You can't do that.
What? Why?
So is there a quick way to clear the radio altimeter out on the decision height, or do you actually have to just change it to, you have to hold it? Or is there a button for clearing? Okay, so that's how you do it.
I think it says reset on it. Yeah, it says
Oh, it
reset.
does. Okay. So you see where it says radio 260? On your PFD. It says radio 260. It's in green. So that was the that's the radar altimeter altitude that I set on the previous approach. That was the decision height.
Okay. Yep.
And so this is what controls that. And so you know, that's what gives you that call, you know, minimums, right? When you're landing.
Yep.
So I was just asking how you clear that. So you know, so if you push that and hold it, it should clear that. Yeah.
That goes. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's two different ways. There's two different ways you can set that. You can set a radar altimeter, or you can set a barometric altimeter for minimums.
Okay.
And that's just controlled by the inside selector. So right now it's on radio.
Okay.
And then if you wanted baro, you just switch it over. And then to set it.
Is there like a time and preference for which one?
Yeah, so if it's a Cat 2 or Cat 3 approach, it has to be on radio.
Okay.
Cat 1s are generally on baro, or any other,
Okay.
most other approaches are down the baro.
How long's this flight, Kyle?
Long enough?
Yeah, long enough.
Yeah, I think it's 245 or 250 or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So,
Well, we will get some
Damn.
Cuban coffee.
So you left the packs off for the high altitude takeoff, right?
yes.
So normally the packs would have been on. You wouldn't have the altitude alert
Um,
because the after takeoff checklist ensures the packs are both on, right?
yeah, and I think that it said bleeds. Now,
Our packs were off when we took off.
Yes.
The bleeds were on.
the bleeds are on.
Yeah.
And I think the checklist called for bleeds, not packs, where it should be actually be packs.
Oh, really?
What's it say?
No, it says packs. After takeoff
After
checklist,
takeoff,
packs
Yeah,
on.
it's just
packs auto.
Packs to
Bleeds
auto.
are bleeds and
Okay, it checks both of them. I
Yeah.
see.
On and
Double
out.
checks both
Yep.
of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So
the reason we got the alarm is because we went
did-
through 10,000 feet.
Yep, and
Put them
we're
off.
Yep, right, with the high altitude airport, and
Yeah.
yeah,
So packs are off, so it can get maximum
performance.
performance from the engine.
Yep.
I've been in planes in Toronto in the summer that have done packs takeoffs before. Like, you're sitting there in the back and the air conditioning stops running, right?
Yep.
Yep, that's them turning the packs off.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
And I've had a couple times of going like, really? We need to turn them off for this
Right.
runway? We got 10,000 feet here.
But it just ensures more power to the engines?
Yeah,
Is that...
so
okay.
the way the pressurization system in the aircraft works
Yep.
is the engines, you know, they're just big fans, right?
Yep.
And there's ducts off of them that go into the cabin, and then
Yep.
it goes to the air conditioning system. Those are the packs. Right. So the bleeds, this is the control for the bleeds directly off the engine, and this controls the packs. Now for that hot air, you're taking hot air away from the engine to drive this pressurization system.
Okay.
So if you turn it off, then all that air is not being funneled away from the engine.
Okay.
So you can get more power from it. This one I noticed it didn't enunciate. I noticed it didn't enunciate the change.
You should have gotten like an ICAS.
Well, the 767 does.
Yeah, I wondered if this does or not. Yeah, could be the software too. Right?
Well, I think it's also the aircraft. This is an older, stupider airplane.
Oh, there's that. Yeah.
What flight is this? Is this 17 or 18?
Well, that's a
Sure.
good question. I didn't
I'll go
check
look.
that.
I'll go look. Be right back.
It is.
I think
Let's
it's
see,
about-
progress page. It is Sleepy 209.
Yeah, this is Sleepy 209. Yeah, that's it.
That's actually what I entered.
Did you really? That's
Yeah.
nice.
Or some people do this.
Back of progress. Nice. Because it's progress page.
Yep.
That's funny. Well, I feel like I'm getting a decent handle on this BDU, at least in terms of flight planning, but obviously I screwed up that altitude thing from last flight.
I'm at max range. I can't see the airport. That kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm not sure how you enter step climbs, or if you do.
I imagine you would just line select the, well, I don't know if you can't, like maybe on the legs page, maybe you can line select the,
Well, you could come in here and punch it in.
right.
I think you could do.
But if you punched it in manually, like, you know, would it change it for every leg after that? No, it doesn't.
I'd have to hit execute, which
Which
I
right.
don't really
You don't
want to
wanna
do.
that. Yeah, yeah. Right. Okay.
But usually if you got up to cruise and then you turn the knob up, it'll show up in the bottom here.
Ah.
And then you can just select it and put it right in there.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute, say that one more time.
Okay, so if we level off,
No, you don't have to. I mean,
okay, so
you got 30,000 in
I
there.
got 30,000 there because I dialed it in here, right? So we're cruising along here at 30,000 now. But we really want to cruise at 37. I dial in 37, I get the number there,
Oh,
and I just select it up.
on the cruise page.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, okay, alright.
And I don't know, do I have to tell it? Nope, it's going on its own.
Do it. Ah, cool.
Is it? Nope. We're leveling at 30. Gotta help it. Maybe.
When it gave you that 150 foot per minute. Oh, there it goes. Took its time.
Rest corner was.
Who's that guy? Oh, Master Chief Pilot. He's the guy who's ahead of us at 29,000.
Master Chief Pilot.
Yeah, he's in the chat. I thought he was gonna call it a night. Oh no, that was the other guy with the Gulfstream. Master Chief Pilot's into the red eyes like we are.
Can I get
So-
someone to do me a favor and grab my battery pack off of the, should be right on that table that's right out back.
Sure, I'll get it.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice.
It's easier for
It's,
me. You got a keyboard and all that.
Rav power charger. It's a good sized battery pack in a case.
Okay. Is
It's
it
right behind, I think, Ray's computer, or somewhere nearby that.
right here? Oh, out on the outside table. Okay.
Do we want the cabin lights on, or
That's fun.
Captain's discretion. I'm good with them off.
I like them off?
I like them off too.
I just know with the
stream, it's hard to see
it's hard to see
sometimes,
people.
Yeah.
I don't really
What
care
about-
if people can't see me.
How does it look on stream if we turn these two on?
But
Does
just
it look
make the
any-
assumption there's two people up in the seats, right?
This is probably a little better.
Got a nice chest shot of the captain.
Oh, I found duct tape for that camera.
Thanks.
You filed duct tape?
Thank you.
I found duct tape.
Is that like a flight plan?
Thanks.
You filed it down?
No, oh my God. I'll be right back with the filed duct tape.
What route did that duct tape file?
Oh god. I came back into duck conversations.
No, it's duct tape. You know, you use it over here.
Oh, right. Hey, Master Chief, what are you flying tonight? Yeah, that's right, Casey. I remember that now. Master Chief. That's cool. Master Chief is flying as NATO 454. He's flying a Boeing E-3A Century.
Cool.
Oh wow.
That's creative, man. That's creative. I wonder if he's the one that shows up as an L-1011 on our CSLs. He might. I think that's him. I think he's the one that shows up as the L-1011. Hey, Master Chief, were you flying that in Chicago this morning? Oh, you were, he says he was the Chinook. Because I saw
Oh, he was the guy hovering at the end of the runway, or?
Yeah, he was hovering over the runway.
10-11.
Oak. Orby.
Oh, Casey's the L-1011. Nice. Is that a legit L-1011 flight model, or is that just a weird CSL problem on our side? Sometimes you wonder, like Gulfstream guy, right? Like, he shows up as a Lear 45 for us.
Are we going to the right airport, or do I have the right flight plan here?
Which one's that?
I don't see this arrival. My charts.
This is...
I'm on.
So we are supposed to
there
be
it is,
on.
I see it.
Yeah, this is the right plan.
Okay.
So it is, oh, it is an L-1011. That's cool, man. I'm a big fan of the classic tri-jets. In case you hadn't noticed, my username is Fly DC Jets. I'm a big fan of the DC-10. Yes, I know it's history.
Boo.
I know it's history.
L-1011 was way better.
Yes, it was.
I love the L-1011.
I love the L-1011 too.
I just asked him if it's a Control E model because that's what I'm used to.
The Control E model?
Yeah, just
Turn
Control
on
E,
the
start
engines.
engines,
Yeah,
go.
start engines.
All right, Kyle, you want to put on your maintenance hat for a minute? Okay. All right, Captain. Pull off all of that tape on that camera mount, or just remove the tape all.
What's that view like? That could be interesting.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
And then when you're moving the yoke around, like, get to look up, get to look down.
Oh, it's on the yoke?
That's where I'm setting it right at the moment.
Oh my god. That would probably be nauseating for
Yeah.
people on short final when we're
Yeah.
battling the yokes.
There's the Optima Starfield we're passing through.
Yeah. Aye.
I noticed like SimFest put like flight information on the bottom of their screen. You can some of the panels and stuff.
There's our.
Well, when you decide where you want the camera, here you go.
There's your official speed tape.
Yeah.
How about that?
No. I've found people like seeing who's in the pit.
I think the ideal would be like some way to switch that forward view to like an instrument, like get another camera.
Yeah.
Which way is it supposed to go anyway? Is it supposed to hook on here or?
Oh, now we've done it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's why I had to shove a bunch of dispatch papers underneath it, because it was angled. Here, wait. Oh, wrong one.
No, it's pointing almost down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
that.
That's
That's a
good.
lot better.
Maybe
Yeah, that's
angle it
better.
up and to the right just a little bit more.
Picky. Just a sec.
Well, stop being so tall.
Master Chief. Oh, a reverse dash cam. That's an idea. That way.
We had it there one year, but I think it's more looking out the door.
Yeah.
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 How's that?
You'd need a wide angle lens.
If you could tilt the whole thing up, that would be good.
It would be, wouldn't it?
That way people.
Or you could
I
put
am
a
at-
piece of tape underneath, or a piece of wadded up tape.
I am at max tilt on this thing. Is that better?
There you go.
Oh, much better.
That's better.
Now angle it a little more towards you. You can move the camera. Angle it a little more towards you.
I can move the camera?
Yeah, it's on a pivot.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, perfect. Cool. Now angle it up about a 1/4 degree. All right.
He says that's pretty good, but the captain's too tall.
Yeah. We're working on that.
Next.
Sound better?
Yeah, that works.
Where's that button?
The built-in booster seat.
It's on
on
the
the
far
side
side. Yeah.
So what you can do,
It's like a
AJ,
parking brake handle.
Okay. Yeah.
with your left hand you can grab that handle
Yep.
and take the weight off of the chair, and then you can move it up and down. Press in there's a button on the tip of the lever. Press it in and then move it up and down.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's too tight.
It's a little.
There we go.
Just a little maybe too much.
Yeah, I find that being higher in the seat's better with the way the screens are right now.
Yeah.
Well, your ideal position is you should be setting the seat so that you just barely see the top of the glare shield
Yeah.
sloping away from you.
Yeah, that
That's
makes
too
sense.
low then for me. I'm trying to figure out how to go back up with it.
Airbus has the little red balls.
Yeah,
that
it's
you
got the balls that
Yeah, just
move.
take the weight off of it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, let's see here.
You got to kind of let it down and then pull up.
Yeah.
Let it.
There you
Oh, yeah,
go.
okay.
Okay, and then there you go.
Said you should just barely see the glare shield.
Yeah, so it should be like a plane on your vision.
Okay,
Right? So
that's-
you just
okay.
kind of like looking right at the edge of a piece of paper or something, where you can just barely see the one side of it.
Yep.
Why do I see pro-sim icons on my piece of paper when it's sitting there?
Oh yeah, look at that. It must be up in the.
What?
See the pro-sim icons?
Yeah.
Is the
It's coming
projector
from.
hitting the?
It's coming from the projector. Yeah.
That's interesting. Why are we climbing at point?
Oh, that fixed it.
Look at that climb rate.
Is there a readout that shows the exact number of the climb rate right now?
Yeah, it's the. There's no
Not
number,
really.
Okay.
but it's just the tape with the arrow. So there's a.
We'd have to call ATC and advise we're unable 500 foot per minute.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
We got a cost index of 800.
I could do this.
Yeah. So level change is it pitches for the airspeed, is that correct? Or
Yes.
okay.
Yep. Level change of VNAV is the preferred operating modes because this offers no stall or overspeed protection.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because if you're on vertical speed and you just leave it there, eventually it's gonna stall out
This
on you.
this will stall the airplane,
Yep.
and it will not protect you from overspeeding. Not that this will if you set it too high,
Right.
but like if you're down below 10,000, you really don't want this because you can just set this to your 250, 240 is generally the recommended, so that you don't exceed the 250 knot limit.
Oh.
Right.
Didn't you have a question before, Ryan, about like when you switch something, they always do something a certain way?
Oh yeah, like earlier there was like if you were to change your altitude from 3.7 to 3.9.
Yep.
And then so to engage that process, what would be the proper sequence for that? So like if you're level at 370.
So level at 370 in VNAV. Right.
Yes, level at 370 in VNAV, you change it to 390.
So you change it to 390, change it in the cruise page.
Okay, so change it in the cruise page.
And then with this plane, it doesn't just go. You have to change the vertical mode. So I think you might be able to just hit VNAV twice and it'll start.
Because one disconnects it and the other one.
Yeah, so you got to take it out of that mode, put it in this mode or vertical
Okay.
speed. Now, from
that-
what I understand is this is the time when they use vertical speed because these modes can give you a very abrupt change.
Okay.
And in passenger airplanes, that's generally not
Yeah,
desired.
if you're just gonna step, yeah.
Right, so you usually want to do some sort of step climb. You want to do it very smoothly, and that's where they use this, set at like 100 foot per minute. And then you can just slowly dial it up.
Okay.
And the passengers won't notice.
But that answers my questions about why people were going from VNAV to level change back to VNAV. They're just changing the vertical speed mode, but it actually engages.
Yes.
Okay, that answers my question. Thank you.
The other time is this.
Oh, hey, we're getting a raid.
Uh-oh.
All right. Agent Bravo 7, thank you.
Oh, nice.
Hey, man, great. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Actually, Diana, she's in Russia.
Oh, cool.
She used to fly. I think she still has a pilot edge. Actually, she'll probably answer that. I don't know if she still has a pilot edge subscription. That's how I got to know her initially. Thanks, B7.
No, she doesn't anymore.
Okay.
Oh, this airplane's so slow.
Yeah, I know.
And Ray's like, what are you talking about?
I know, right?
Like, Ray and I are always struggling to make it to 25,000 feet.
Well, I'd still be at 1,000 feet per minute easy up here at this, even at 0.78.
Yeah,
Unless I'm have fuel for transatlantic. But that these weights fuel for this trip, yeah, we would have been at cruise long ago.
yeah. Yeah, we were on the previous flight, and an Aeromexico plane checked in. He was at flight level 400, and we were like, show off.
Yeah. I keep saying we need to build a Concorde for WorldFlight.
So we could do this in 3 days instead of a whole 9 days.
Well, no, so then every leg is like an hour.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, so we do a leg and we go sit around while we wait for everyone to catch up, and then we come do a leg and then go sit around.
Drink Canadian water for 3 hours and then
Yeah.
another leg.
then fly a supersonic airliner that requires ultimate focus.
Right. Yeah. Like the flight engineer's drunk. Can't figure out how to trim the fuel anymore.
Oh, what?
So next year, my wife and I are going to Italy, and we're making a stop over in London, and they have the only working Concorde simulator that I know of. Might be the only one at the Berkshire Museum, Heritage Museum.
Right.
And so I'm gonna fly that.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to it.
I follow this guy on YouTube. He's called Big Planes. He's actually a kid, and he builds scale, like minifig scale airplanes, and it's amazing the detail he puts into them. I put him on my Discord all the time. He's working on Air Force One right now. It's incredible. He's got lighting in the interior. And it's all in
wow.
Legos, and it's huge.
Holy
It's
smokes.
massive. And then he's working on a Concorde now.
Oh, really?
So that looks really neat. He's trying to get the nose to group with the Legos. Everything's all Legos.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Legos, okay. I
Yeah.
was going to ask, was
Whole
it a
thing.
kid or
No,
Legos?
he's building
That's
everything
cool.
in Legos. He's got an amazing amount of airplanes, though. It's big planes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat. Yeah, they have a Concorde at the Seattle Museum of Flight.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I took a look at that when I was in town. Actually, when I lived there a few years back. It's really neat to walk through it. It's
That's where they need FS Expos in Seattle.
yeah, that'd be a good place for it. Lots of aviation stuff up there for
Yeah.
sure.
So we can all crash at Ray's.
Totally. I got the room.
Or we should all do a meetup at Oshkosh.
That's on my bucket list. I want to do that.
I did that 2012 with Pilot Edge. That was pretty interesting.
I was there that year too.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I may have run into you then.
Yep.
We were in one of
Probably.
the hangars, like the C hangar or something, I think.
Yep. I remember seeing the booth there.
Yeah, it was. We were with partnered with oh shoot, the sim company
Redbird?
PFC.
Oh, PFC.
Yeah,
Okay.
Precision Flight Controls. Yeah.
Casey
That
Point.
was when Pilot Edge was pretty new, right?
Yeah,
Like, that was
it
like
was
the
still
first year. So,
Second year, something like that. Yeah. Second
Still,
year.
still customer focused.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say that?
You sound
we'll
bitter.
we'll just edit that part out of the stream.
Fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something we
There'll-
should add.
there'll be
Like,
like a-
one of these buttons here we should add. Like,
Like like a gear warning horn or something. Some kind of sensor sound.
you know, it always seems to be like a few second delay. We'd have time to go.
We could dump it.
Yeah. What is it? A standard 7-second delay on the audio track?
Casey points out that McMinnville has the Spruce Goose in Oregon.
Okay.
That's a cool museum. My dad went down there. I haven't been there yet, but yeah, they're in McMinnville. I think it's McMinnville.
Yeah.
KMMP?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's McMinnville. I used to fly out of Newport, Oregon. That's where I first started flying.
Really?
Yep, first started flying airplanes in Newport, Oregon. Yeah, that's great, Casey. Congratulations, man. He says he's almost PPL.
Almost. Good job.
Almost, yep.
So just prepping for flight test.
I guess so. He says he's almost PPL, so that's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna push a button here.
You want me to hold your beer first? Hold my beer. Come on.
I can't wait till we have to go land this sucker.
Why is that?
I really can't remember what I was gonna do.
Oh.
I think I know how I'm going to execute the landing on this one. It's going to involve redundant systems.
Okay. Redundant systems. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to find out if that works. Be a good test. "36 hours," he says.
That's pretty good.
Finishing up hours for his check ride.
36?
Yeah, it's scheduled
So
too.
yeah, they, like one of those colleges, universities sort of programs or something?
I don't know. But his check ride is scheduled for the 16th this month, so good luck to you, Casey.
Is that on a FAA accelerated program that you're
I was
only
gonna say,
you're on
so-
36 hours?
Sounds like it must be, because ours
Yeah.
is 42, 45 minimum.
Yeah.
And realistically, to get all the stuff done that's on the list, you need more than that.
Right.
I think I did mine at 42 hours. 41 hours, somewhere in there.
And you guys also don't have a separate night rating.
No, we have,
You
we
can
don't have a separate night rating, but we have night training. It's like an endorsement for most schools.
Right.
At least it was when I went through it.
Okay, because we have a night rating that we have to have.
Totally separate night
Yeah.
rating.
Yeah.
We just have to get an endorsement.
So it's it's an additional rating or stamp in my license.
Now we do
Yeah.
have that for, like we would get a high performance endorsement.
Right.
Right, but but we don't have a separate rating for night.
No, we have I think it's 10 more hours, so I think it's 10 hours of instrument time. And I want to say 10 hours of night flying.
I think mine was,
Or is it 5 hours of night flying, including across country? I don't know. I got it. I paid for it.
right,
I can't. It's hard to keep current on
yeah.
it.
Uh-oh, we just lost our... okay.
That's
I
because
just did that.
AJ's flipped
I'm
I'm
switches.
trying to learn what things do.
Yeah, no, those are just display
Yeah,
switches.
so I don't know if
Okay.
these. Yeah, so this one here seems to work. To
Yeah, this one didn't do anything.
oh, that one, that's awesome.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. Uh-oh. Look, see, now you did it.
Oh, shoot.
Now you're pilot in command, AJ.
Yep.
So my
Whoops.
display has failed here, so I'm going to go. Oh, that's the outboard one. I put my nav display there.
Okay. Stop touching things.
Okay.
I noticed this doesn't change anything when I was doing
Yeah,
that.
yours doesn't seem to.
Crash.
I don't want to screw anything else up.
We're gonna call maintenance.
Yep.
We get maintenance on the interphone. See what we can do about that.
I mean, Ray's going outside the plane to...
He's good, just going, in the movies, right? You open the hatch and behind the cockpit, go down into the electronics bay, and pull out the circuit card, do something with a paperclip, and then put it back in, and reprogram the autopilot.
Like I had a very obscure joke in my head that people probably wouldn't know, but I was like, it's like a Jerry Wagner YouTube flight.
Oh, I know who that
You know
is.
who I'm talking about?
Okay. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, dude, I remember watching some of his videos. I know people have, called and complained and written them up and stuff to the FAA, and even controllers have
It's
been,
a hot
just
mess.
blown away. of his own Wagner minimums, as they referred to them.
it's such a, I like to
I don't think Ray remembers what he's doing.
He's gonna start surfing the internet. He's like chopping Zillow, looking for a house on Kamado Island. Yeah,
No. Yeah, there you go. Okay, start up. Or just see if they're there. They're clicking. Oh, that's good. That's good. Next one. Click that. Click it. Click on it. No, don't do that. One, two, three, four, five. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it closed. We need to go to the start menu and boot off the captain. Yeah, so if he goes to the Windows, and in the startup folder on in the start menu, he's in the kitchen.
Alright, say it again.
So he's got to go to the start up menu in the
In startup.
yeah. Okay, and then it'll be like captain's display or captain PFD or something like that.
Fixed.
Now close the team viewer icon. Yes, get rid of that. Thank you. No. Okay. What one last step? You gotta.
So the FMC doesn't work over here. It's not.
Correct. It should, obviously.
Right.
We had that problem last year, and I don't think we ever were able to get a chance to fix it. Trev and I are here for an extra day, although we're doing these all-nighters, so who knows whether we'll have brain power to deal with that.
So command A is your autopilot, and then this would be what, second one, or just...
Yeah. So there's like you got all the probes on one side. Like there's redundant probes right on either side of the airplane.
Yep.
And redundant computers, like all separate systems, right? So A is pilot side, B is FO side.
Okay.
So if you lose your airspeed on the one side, you can
Switch over.
use the data from the other side. Thank you, Ray. All right.
Master Chief Pilot says 5 years ago in a sim he tried to do around the world in a Concorde. 13 legs. I've been thinking about doing that same thing in the Beach 1900. Took me about 4 months.
I was gonna say, how many legs is that? How were the oceanic routes?
Well, it's not ETOP certified, so that's a problem.
You need to be certified. You just need a ferry permit.
True.
Put a fuel bladder in it, right?
Yeah. Is that too much?
No, I was thinking Trevor was here.
Oh. Yeah, so I can get about 1,000 nautical miles on a single tank in each. So the Earth's circumference is 26,000 miles or something.
No, you're looking at it wrong. You're going around the world, right?
Yeah.
You just go to the North Pole.
And just do the other around the world?
Just do a circuit.
Yeah. All the while keeping the North Pole in range.
Yeah.
Circles around a point. What great practice.
Exactly.
There you go.
I figured it would be a catchy title for WorldFlight, like if you were to title it Flat Earth Proving Flight, WorldFlight.
Oh,
you know?
no. Oh, no.
Just to kind of attract viewers.
You're trolling the trolls.
Oh, you get some people.
Yeah.
Not sure you'd want them there, but you'd get some people.
Oh, God. Agent
Yeah,
Bravo 7 says that would work.
That would work.
See if we end up back in Sydney. I gotta watch that movie on YouTube because they have that Rocket Man movie or something. That guy that tried to prove.
Oh, to build his own rocket.
Yeah, I heard it was
yeah.
actually pretty good.
Rocket Man. Yeah, okay.
I think he was just looking for funding opportunity.
Yeah, I think so too.
Rebull?
There's a guy up in, he owns BC Helicopters up in Vancouver, and he and a friend did a round the world trip in a R-44, no, an R-66 helicopter. That was an interesting, he YouTubed the whole thing. Had some interesting legs in there. Getting around the world in a helicopter to do, you know, limited range and all that.
Yeah, but
The logistics of it were pretty neat.
why do I not see either of these waypoints on my screen on my flight plan?
Which
Going to the right spot.
what's the problem?
Well, I got this leg point and that one, and I should have every one here on the flight plan.
Nav
With an
battle?
expected fuel. Doug?
Did it consolidate some points with the jet route?
Well, it shouldn't have. It's not about the,
Oh. I don't know.
Somebody wasn't being too friendly to the LGBTQ plus community with the name of that.
yeah. Well, we're in South America, so it's probably something Spanish that,
Boston translation.
Yeah.
Foxtrot Alpha Golf.
Yeah,
Maybe they just really enjoy cigarettes.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
possible too.
it could be.
Oh my goodness.
Kind of nice to jump seat back here.
What, not be in the hot seat?
I felt bad for. I hope he had a good time.
Ski boom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope John had a good time.
I'm not exactly sure. Why was it that he was having trouble trying to get the speed to come down off the?
I kept recommending to him. I was like, you can fly that racetrack. You can fly the racetrack.
He set off the
he waited till
overspeed.
He waited till the last minute, man. He crossed the IAF at 350 miles per hour, and then he just dumped the autopilot, and so then he took all manual control, and I was like, wow, your workload just went way up, buddy.
Well, the thing that I was standing there watching, I'm watching him do this, and he didn't seem to notice that these
weren't moving
with this,
Yeah.
because this was still green.
on the final.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I quick reached in and I'm like, click.
Yep. But when you'd done that, he'd already flared, right? And so, and there was high thrust, and so the high thrust put him into a balloon, and so
Yeah,
when you clicked it, just everything died, and he just fell out of the sky.
Well, I clicked it, and then I saw him do this.
Yep.
And then the engines actually came back.
Yep. Yeah, it was. But
So this takes the auto throttle off too if you.
Yeah, so this takes it off. So this is a solenoid.
Yep.
So you don't want to actually push it off.
Okay.
Because it's a stimulated component. So my thrust looks good. Actually, those yellow marks show us where the was.
Oh, so that's how you can align the throttles.
Yeah, so you got that yellow mark there, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
You can align that. So then you click that, and that comes off, and you lose the enunciation here.
Okay.
Now it's just in the arm position, and I have to tell it to use it.
Yep. So clicking this turns it off.
Yep.
But clicking it again won't turn it back on?
No.
Okay.
No. This switch has to be on. In more modern Boeings, this is not a solenoid driven switch. You just turn it on and it's armed. You click this, it turns it off. And then to turn it back on, you just have to re-engage the mode.
Okay.
And by modern Boeings, I mean the ones that were designed,
With human factors
10, 12 years before the NG.
Oh, right.
And I remember back in the day when I was a little kid flying in from Chicago. I used to fly United Airlines all the time. 737-500, so maybe Boeing.
Yep.
And we were the last plane to make it in before a big thunderstorm cell parked over Tampa Airport. And we had to do S-turns to get down and stuff, and that was the coolest thing ever. We got to the gate, they had to stop us 50 feet from the gate because the ground crews went inside because of lightning.
Lightning, yeah.
We were on the ground short of the gate longer than we were in the air from Chicago to Tampa, so I just went up front and started talking with the pilots, and they let me sit down and play around with stuff. Caught the bug partially through that.
Yeah, left an impression on you.
I was only like 12 years old maybe, 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know why none of these legs match my flight plan. That's the last one.
Oh.
Oh.
So now the question is,
That it?
where's my flight plan?
I don't know if that's it. I don't know. Oh, wait, no, I think this is it. I think this one's it.
Yeah,
Go.
I stapled that. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, re-bowl.
Still trying to find out why these fixes aren't.
There it is. Hey, look at that.
He had the wrong dispatch papers.
Whoops.
I think I borrowed
So
his
we
dispatch
have,
papers.
We have 20.4. We're 5,000 pounds ahead on fuel. So We're in smooth air, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Flying it like you stole it. That's why they don't have headrest.
Where's the headrest model?
You don't want them to be too comfortable.
Yeah, but only the wide bodies have them, right? So they can
Yeah.
have their 20-minute power nap.
Bringing back memories of what Northwest, like 286 San Diego to Minneapolis, overshot the field
Overshot
by
it.
120 miles.
My favorite one was a Delta jet. I don't know if it was a regional or if a mainline. I can't remember, but he overshot San Francisco, I think, by like, I don't know, he flew out over the Pacific Ocean for like, 100 miles or 50 miles or something like that. Turned around and came back.
Is that asleep at the wheel or?
Yep.
Why
Yep.
did we? Come on. So we know we've been flying a while.
When daylight starts.
And we have daylight starting to
Yeah.
come up.
Yep. What time is it? Like 3?
3:30.
3:30.
So where are we? There's Zulu accurate here? I don't know. 8:31.
We got about 15 people aboard with us right now.
15 people?
Yeah. I'm taking myself out, taking the beach house out, and AJ. Ground point 9, the three of us, we don't count.
15 passengers
Yeah,
back
that's
there?
true.
We got about 15 passengers on board. Feel free to move around, pick the best seats.
Grab a row for yourself.
Yep, grab a row, stretch out.
Take out your complimentary smokes and we'll go ahead and flip off the no smoking stuff.
There you go.
Wow, generous.
God, I couldn't imagine being on a tube liner that allowed smoking.
Yeah.
Well, if you sit in the no smoking section, not bad
Yeah.
at all.
Oh, that's true.
I remember flying in the planes and then they had still had the things in the armrest.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
little-
strays.
Yeah. United plane.
Yeah, I have a photograph that I don't know, for some reason I just like it, but it's a picture of a DC-10 flight engineer, and he's sitting there looking at his gauges and he's lighting up a cigarette. He's flying along, lighting up a cigarette. It's like such a, and it's all black. It's a black and white photo. It's like, such a 1960s airliner, photo.
Somebody shared a YouTube video with me. It was like,
Oh, did we get a message?
No, I'm just looking at the flight plan.
Oh.
Uh,
I swear I heard something.
the 727. It was like yachts or something. That urban air carrier. Captain, they're all guessing and talking to each other, and he lights up a cigarette as he's flying the approach and everything. They're talking the whole way down.
Yep.
So screw sterile cockpit.
Yep. The days before the lessons were learned.
I think it was actually a fairly recent video too.
Oh.
Like within the last 10 years.
Wow.
I'm not really sure they've gotten rid with the times.
there's still there was one center controller. The one, where are we going? Santiago?
Yep.
So the flights that were leaving Santiago for, I guess, Rio or whatnot. I don't know where they're headed next, but the center controllers for Santiago are still online. There's still a lot of people going in and out of Santiago. So we'll probably catch some controller here in a bit.
I think that's the leg you don't want to skip too. Buenos Aires has got to be real pretty road. Airport's what, not too far from the.
I don't know.
I think that's the next leg.
Yeah, that's the.
Well, I mean, I guess you get the experience flying out of. So.
I think Rio would be a good one. Are we going to Rio this? Is it
Oh,
Rio?
That's what I meant. Yeah, Rio. Sorry.
Because that's the one that's down on the coastline there with the Sugarloaf and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant statue up on the hill.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's Rio. Trevor has that leg.
B7, have you ever flown on any of the Russian aircraft over there?
Oh, another hour.
I worked with a guy who said he was traveling through somewhere over there, I don't know where, but he got on board a Tupolev or a Yakolov or one of the Lovs, and he said that they had chickens on board. It was like a regular passenger carrier, right? But the side panels were held on with tape, and there's chickens running up and down the aisles. And it was just like,
wow, that is bright.
Yeah. Probably looks better on the stream though.
crank them up.
Yeah, it kind of does. Right.
There we go. Is that better?
Too bright for me.
Let's see here. The stream hasn't caught up because there's a delay. Agent, I value my life.
B7, I actually watched a video on, it was a Amazon Prime video, it was a special on the Russian Air Force, equivalent Air Force. A pretty cool plane. I can't remember what it is. I think it's love.
You might want to move your mic just a little bit higher because it cuts out every once in a while.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we'll get a sunrise.
We are getting it. Do the viewers have? Yeah,
Yeah, they can see it. But
Oh, that's right, yeah, it's the IL-96.
I was gonna say it doesn't feel right that we have sunrise yet, but I guess we're moving into the southern hemisphere. But it's on the west coast. So what time zone is this? Central?
yeah, me.
No, it can't be. It's gotta be east.
Let's see here.
Probably the same as where we are.
Here in Central, it's out. Yeah, what do you see? What our research department comes up with?
They're 3 hours ahead of Central Time. They're 2 hours ahead of us, so
He's like, IL-96 takes off only via the Earth curvature.
It's 5:40 a.m. Santiago.
It's the same time,
How is
3:30.
it 5:40 and it's 3:40 here?
I don't know. It says they're 2 hours ahead of us. 5:40 a.m.
What? I gotta look at some maps here.
Probably good. I've been up a while. I might have picked like Santiago, Utah.
I can see. I have Google Maps.
I mean, it's further.
That means it's got to be further east than we are.
Yep.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
It's 5:41.
Holy shit! It is. I mean, beep. 2 hours?
2 hours ahead.
Makes sense.
I can see an hour.
But I mean, like, just you visualize a map, right? Like, South America sits
Oh, if they don't observe daylight savings
right
or
sitting below.
standard, guess we're in now. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean
yeah.
this is Atlantic time zone here, right?
Right.
So I'd expect like that's an hour ahead of over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Chile, I'd almost expect that to be east. But okay, maybe it actually curves out this way a little more.
Welcome aboard Delta Airlines, where your in-flight entertainment will be time zone conversions with a very sleepy flight crew. Let's see who can carry the one.
What are these two marks here I have? My map. One looks like work. The other is a restaurant in Mississauga. Okay then.
Do you have flights tomorrow, Ray?
I
Or
have.
today, I should say.
Yeah. Is it Tuesday?
I think so.
Yeah. I've got one towards the evening.
Ah.
But I'm going to come in a little earlier and see if I can fill in for SO for a while.
Oh yeah.
So?
Social media.
So?
Stupid officer.
I originally put it in for second officer is what it was.
Oh,
Well, I had my mind ready to get in, then everyone called social officer. I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah.
Sorry, that's my fault.
Well, Ryan took the concept and just ran with it.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Social media officer.
I just didn't know what to call it, and I know when they, I think American, when they do a longer than 8 hour flight and they have to carry a three crew, they
Yeah.
call it an SO.
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
Second officer.
No, they call it an FB. They call it an FB.
Flying backup.
I don't know. I don't remember what it stands for. Some other airline calls it an SO.
Ah.
I have a feeling that might be one of our local airlines.
Stand up.
So with an hour to go, do something. We'll punch some buttons for a minute. Might have already punched. So we're going I'm Mach 4 Bravo.
Watch your knees, Ray.
Just gonna slide it back just a little bit. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, I
No,
forgot
you're
that
fine.
Or
Just announce your intentions.
Sure. Yeah. Just stretching a little bit.
we'll go on the left runway. Right, yeah, that's Y17.
I'm gonna go see how far they are from the boundary of that guy's airspace.
Come on. Fine. So, now what's progress? Great. We're now another 536 miles from the end of our flight plan.
Great.
We may actually see sunrise. Yeah, because the start of the star is 30, 50, 60, 70, almost 70 miles for the star. In a straight line. Our touchdown elevation is always 50 feet. Set this to 1500
Okay.
landing.
That's a significant difference from 85 or whatever it was
Yeah.
before.
1500 is what I'm used to at home. Our airport's at 12 when I fly out of.
I think Grand Forks, North Dakota is like 800 or something. 50 maybe. See the Andes Mountains out there by chance off the left?
Yeah. Once we roll level, you might be able to. Yeah, you can just see the ridge of them right.
Okay. That's hard to see from here.
Yeah, mostly. It knows that pitch for it. You got ocean on your side, I'm assuming?
Yep. Barely got the coast right here. Don't these planes typically have like a window or something up here, or is it here?
The classics did.
Okay.
It's an option, but the windows are expensive,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of weight. So a lot of them are just getting plugs.
Okay.
Actually, I just think they're even making them just without plugs.
reason they decided to put windows up here?
So when you're in a bank, you can see out.
Okay.
You can see, like, because when you're in a 20, 30 degree bank in this, you kind of
Yeah,
just see the ground,
pitched
right?
up. Okay, yep.
So you kind of see where you're turning. In my Cessna, I can't see a thing because there's a wing there.
Being close to ETC, any idea?
We're about, I'm having trouble getting the map to center or do anything, but we're getting close.
Are we even, do we have any online?
Oh, you know what? I don't think we do.
Yeah,
Just
'cause they're all
Santiago.
even, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
it's just
nothing.
the approach control. Yep. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, nothing's up. Guys are lazy.
Yeah, I should. I do know there's USB slots right there. Okay. I don't know, your iPad charger might be faster than that, I have no idea.
Well, I didn't even see that.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think the UK guys just departed minutes ago. But Santiago's offline, according to the VATSIM map.
$485. 1001. Or
Oh, Kyle, you'll get to see some of those mountains.
looks that way. I'll get pixels that look like mountain.
The pixels?
Pixels that look like mountain.
That's a very bright star constellation in front of us.
Definitely seeing screen door effect over here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, I looked at the map and Master Chief Pilot AWAC he's cutting the corner and going direct to Buenos Aires.
Oh, so he's taking off that way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there any corners we can cut? Or, nope, that's a straight line.
Yeah, you're going straight Santiago, right? But I mean, I don't know if you even have the fuel to go. You might. I don't know. Go straight to Buenos Aires, but that's what he's up to.
That's the leg we're cutting out to.
Yeah, we're just gonna
back
cut
up,
out that
so.
leg.
I mean, we could have done this as. Could have gone direct there. If Doug had known about it, to give us some dispatch for that, but.
Let's fly VFR.
Not I follow roads.
That's right. That's precision Precision navigation. I like that stream that you did a couple of months ago, AJ, where you were in your flying with your friends in that Cherokee. You guys did
Yeah.
that 5-minute flight. That was great.
Yeah, we took off out of Duluth Sky Harbor Airport, which is in Minnesota, and we went right across the bay to Wisconsin, Superior, Wisconsin. So we literally took off runway I think it was like runway 30, made a left crosswind and joined the straight-in final to runway 22 at Superior.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to go over there because the gas was a few cents cheaper. So.
Right. Yep. That was great.
Richard Bong Airport.
The base leg was the top of climb.
Yep. It was. I don't think we got above like 800 feet.
I should say the
something like that.
crosswind. Crosswind leg was top of climb.
I titled it like the Twitch's shortest real-world flight or something.
I was impressed with how well your cellular video capabilities were.
Yeah, it came out pretty good.
Yeah, I was really impressed.
Oh. Yeah, this is what I used to stream at Expo too. It's just a Galaxy S9, but it really does well with video and stuff.
Very cool. Yeah, I have this iPhone 6 Plus. I really like it for video. I do a lot of video on it.
Yep.
But I will say that the new iPhone with the 3 cameras on it, it's really nice for low light. Because that's the one area where this camera just dog.
Reading about people have like a phobia of things with like holes in it, so they were.
Oh, they didn't like the 3.
Because it looks all weird like a piece of Swiss cheese. So.
A strange phobia to have.
Yeah. Be able to blast some trance music or something for the stream. Keep everybody awake.
Well, at least the sun's coming up. That helps a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't particularly enjoy night flying in Sims.
Oh, awesome real world. Get quiet.
Yeah, I
And
love
it's
night
usually,
flying.
and it's usually smooth.
Yep. When I first got my pilot's license, I worked a swing shift and a graveyard shift in an IT department for Wells Fargo Bank, and I'd get off work at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'd have the flight school leave me a keys and the book in a drop box. They gave me a little so I could open it up.
Right.
I'd go out to the airport and I'd go flying at 3 a.m.
Cool.
I have a lot of night hours doing that. It was great because it's San Francisco Bay Area. Bay, at the time it was Bay Approach. Now it's NorCal,
Yep.
but time was Bay Approach. They were bored. They had nothing to do, so I could pretty much go anywhere I wanted in the Bay Tour area.
Well,
Cruise around San Francisco, and it was nice.
The area I fly in, it's always a Unicom. So it's nice flying at night because then it finally gets some quiet.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Because we're just in an area where a whack of airports have same frequency, right? Just
Yep.
constant noise.
Yeah, I like night flying. I used to go up to Santa Rosa a lot and do full stop landings because you couldn't do touch and goes after a certain amount of time. So it was a nice, 50, 60 mile leg from Livermore, and then do a full stop and come back and do some other stuff. It was good practice. Santa Rosa kind of sits in a little bowl of mountains, so you kind of have to pay attention. Livermore sits in a little valley of mountains too, so.
I did all my flight training over in Daytona Beach, just the other side.
Oh really?
Yeah. Did my solo at New Smyrna Beach, 2.5 hours from here.
What's your favorite aircraft you've flown?
I've only flown the 172.
172?
Yep.
You have a favorite 172?
Not really.
The one I'm flying now is the G1000 one.
Okay.
So it's hard to beat that.
Yeah.
The one thing that I don't like is it doesn't have an autopilot.
Oh, okay.
So oftentimes when I wanted to go further distance, I'd take the steam gauge one because it had an autopilot.
Yep. Yeah, I was at Embry-Riddle training there, and they hadn't made the transition to glass yet, so I trained on a 6-pack.
Yeah.
And I still like to fly that way. So.
Yep. No, I got all my training done on. I trained in a 150.
Yep.
I don't know how I fit in that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
All plane.
Well,
I think I had like 5 hours in a 152, and I can't do this anymore, so I transitioned to 172.
Well, the floor plan apparently in the 150 is different. So there's a very slight difference in the seating arrangement. Because I flew the 152 as well, and I couldn't do it.
Right.
The 150 seemed to be okay, but it hurt getting out.
Yeah.
But I don't think you'd want to be a fraction of an inch taller than me flying one of those.
No. And plus, when I was flying with my instructor, we were just like bumping shoulders.
Yeah,
and it was
you're
really uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. But they're good trainers.
I flew a 150 with a pull starter in it, like a lawnmower. That was the jankiest airplane I think I've ever flown. He set up the mixture and everything, turned the mags on, and he just pulled this starter because it didn't have an electric starter.
My friends and I rented 172, and then a couple other set of friends got a 152, and we flew over to Cedar Key from Daytona, which is just a little north where my parents live in Homosassa. It's a really cool airport. Actually, we just released scenery for it. Orbex just released scenery for it to do a Florida airport for the Flight Sim Expo.
Oh, okay.
And it looks great. It's a cool little airport though. But anyways, so we went over there for the day. It was like a 10% chance for rain. It was like a nice summer day, no problem. So we spent the whole day there, take off out of there, and we start heading towards Daytona, and we're just looking at the clouds like something isn't right here. Just a huge squall line just fired up right in the middle of the state, out of the blue. So we had to divert to like 4 different airports, and it took us about 5 hours to get back to Daytona from there, which normally would be an hour and 15, hour 20-minute flight.
Yep.
So
that's wild.
we were exhausted after that. I'll never forget how tired I was after that. Stopped in Gainesville. Gainesville's FBO was full to the brim with pilots trying to go into Orlando Executive and stuff, and they had to
deviating.
divert. Yep. And everybody was just totally blown away by it. It was like 10% chance of possible shower thunderstorm activity. Huge squall line. Florida can be strange that way.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was surprised, just the other week we had, it was like a week ago, we had tornado warnings up by us. And they weren't frontal associated or anything, it was just random thunderstorms that were producing them.
Really?
Yeah.
I lived in the Dallas area for many years, and they get some pretty good storms there.
Yeah.
But they all seem to break down by the time they get to where I'm at now, north of Austin.
I mean, we can get some pretty wicked weather up in North Dakota too in the summer. But
This was one of my big adventures on a Virgin American
oh
jet.
man.
we tried to get into Austin, and it didn't work, right? So we ended up in
Oh, wow.
San Antonio, and here you go. So the folks on the stream can see this. I don't know if you can see this or not, but here, I'll turn the brightness up.
Let's see.
Yeah, here you go. Will it zoom? It won't zoom. Oh, sorry.
I guess the brightness
No, it's
Try it now.
just
It's too bright.
Yep.
Anyway, long story short, this we went to the San Antonio airport. Virgin Atlantic doesn't, or American doesn't have any gates there. Everybody else deviated there, and so we drove around the airport for 2 hours while they're trying to figure out what to do with us, and then they finally parked us at the corporate jet ramp.
Oh wow.
Got us an air stare and said, "Get out." and so we all Ubered or cabbed back to Austin. That was a very, very long day.
Yeah, really.
But those thunderstorms, man, those were. I looked at the TAF before I left on the trip, and I'm like, I'd be surprised if we get into Austin. Caesar says he's flying a 150. That's what he's training in right now.
Okay.
Hey Caesar, do you? He says he uses that. Well, I lost the message. He said he talked about how he was recording his flights, but with ATC and video. But do you have a YouTube channel? Are you out there doing videos, aviation videos?
I'm gonna jump out actually real quick since you were. Just the restroom real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
Got your O2 mask on?
Yeah.
Oh, I said Caesar. That's the wrong name. My mistake. You have to excuse me. It's Casey. That's it.
Casey?
Is. Yeah, Casey's flying a 150.
What cameras is he using?
I'll have to
yeah,
look
put
at the
that
other
up.
chat. I lost it because I stopped my chat.
Uh,
I'll get it though. It's on the other one.
I'm using Garmin Verbs
Oh, really?
because I like the fact that they you just click the button forward
Yeah.
and it powers on and starts recording.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to sit there and like turn it on and then hit the record button and all this stuff. Because in the airplane, the last thing I want to do is
Have
be
another.
touching something.
Yeah,
that
another
I
distraction.
don't need to. Is just click and leave it till the end of the flight.
He says he uses a Galaxy S8 for recording, plus a GoPro 5.
Okay.
The S8 uses this for the front-facing camera and the ATC recorder.
Mine actually, I have a cable that goes directly into the camera for ATC.
Yeah, he probably has the same thing there.
Yep.
If he's using that for ATC too.
Yeah, then so I take the environment audio from the one camera and the ATC from the other camera.
Do you post any of that, or do you just use it for your own purposes?
I use it for review.
Yeah.
I put some of them on YouTube to share, just privately.
Yeah.
So I have to email out the link for anyone to see it.
Yeah. Hey, it's a yeah. No, I hear you. Yep.
One of those things where you like, just especially when you're low hours, right? You don't. Sometimes you worry like, am I breaking rules or something like that? You
Right.
don't want to be
Right.
advertising, right?
Well, it is a license to learn.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, even very experienced pilots do things that are
Oh yeah.
off schedule, I'll say. I remember there was a video. Greg, what's his name? Greg Mink, I think his name. Anyway, he's Premier One driver. Got that Premier jet that he flies on YouTube, and
Yep.
he was flying on an airway, and there were some buildups, and he just started deviating around them on his own, and the controller controller called him, and he's like, "What exactly are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, there's some buildups. We're deviating around." He's like, "Oh, okay, well,
Please let me know next time.
thanks for letting me know."
Yeah.
Gave him a deviation.
Well, is that one of my a COPA, part of a COPA, which is the same as your AOPA,
Oh,
so Canadian Pilot
Right.
and Owners Association. Canadian Owners and Pilot Association.
right.
And every month we have a meeting. Usually we have someone talk, and the one month we had rep from the DSB. And he was saying how a lot of times the guys who will do the impossible turn and fail at it are the higher time guys
Really?
because they think they have the experience to do it, and it doesn't work out for them.
Yeah.
Which I thought was an interesting takeaway.
You know, the impossible turn is like, I remember when I used to do my pre-flight takeoff planning out of Livermore, there's really only a few options, a couple of fields and a highway, and then on the other side of the departure end, there's a sewage treatment plant.
Right.
So like that's an obvious no, I'm not going there.
Yeah.
But I always used to plan takeoffs for like where am I going to go
Yeah.
if the fan quits below 600 feet, 500 feet, whatever it is, whatever it calculated out to be, you know, because it's just like I would rather just best glide it into a field or to a road.
Or to a road or top of a building,
Yeah,
even, really.
then try that turn and come up short or come up uncoordinated and you know, lose it.
Well, and the other point he made was like you see people on YouTube do this impossible turn, and he's like, you know what? That's canned. They've planned it out and they know what's coming and they demonstrate it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I always knew that. I mean, airspeeds, the best glide speed of a 172, you know, is like freeway speeds, right? So I mean, if you can slow the airplane down enough so that when you return to Earth, you're at VSO or lower, installing that, you're not doing a tremendous amount of airspeed.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if you've looked at the surrounding area of the airport, you have kind of a plan where you might be able to go. You know, that was always my approach, because I'm just like, I always figured if I could land straight ahead, you know, at 50 miles an hour or less, you know, as you flare out, then that's, to me, that's better than trying to make that turn and be, you know, getting uncoordinated and getting, you know, doing something wrong and not making it.
And in the meantime, you're probably in a bit of a panic or high stress because the engine just quit.
Yeah.
So, are you going to be at your best turn coordination at that moment?
Probably not. And then when you get into a situation where, you know, you pick a left turn or a right turn, right? Or it's like, if you offset your departure, then, you know, obviously you pick the turn that's going to, you know, benefit you. But, I mean, shoot, man, like if you, yeah, that's when panic sets in, right? Because then you start looking, you know, like, oh, I'm over a suburban house and I'm, you know, coming up short. And
Yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate that the airport I fly out of, it's surrounded by fields. I mean, there's the
got
one
a lot
end,
of options.
a couple of runways there's like, well, there's a whack of trees at the end, but it's only 100 feet wide. So I always brief myself, I'm going to the left to the field, on the left side of the trees or whatever.
Yeah.
Before taking off that runway.
Well, I remember night training. I used to, you know, guy, Manny was his name. He's a great flight instructor. I really liked flying with him, but he was, we were doing a night cross country to Sacramento Executive Airport, and he pulled the throttle out, and you know, it's like, oh, your engine failed. What are you gonna do? And you know, I set up in what I thought was like a field near the Sacramento River Delta. It was night, couldn't see anything, right? And he goes, okay, well, you know, we ran all the checklists, everything, and faked the Mayday call, and he goes, okay, one last thing. We're like, you know, coming down through like 800 feet or whatever, and he's like, one last thing. If you're doing an off-airport landing at night, the very last thing you do is you turn your landing light on. And if you don't like what you see, you just turn it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter.
Yep.
If you don't like it, just turn it off. What you can't see can't hurt you, right? Yeah, Manny was a great pilot. A lot of fun to fly with. Great instructor, too. Much distance you got? Oh, you're getting close. Closer.
Closer.
160 miles.
So we are 188 to top of descent and 360 to the airport.
you ventured outside of the Skyhawks? Flown anything else?
No, not as PIC or left seat. I flew a 180. I was in the right seat of a guy's 182. It was a T model, so pretty new one.
Oh yeah, that's a nice airplane.
It had a G1000 as well, and he had a, I don't remember what it was called, but some sort of radar-based PCAS in it.
Oh really?
And the way the targets would show up, it was kind of like there's a plane in the area. Because it wasn't particularly accurate, but it was better than nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
Because it was also radar, so it'd pick up, you know, planes without transponders.
Right, yeah.
Which seemed like really, really cool.
Get a primary radar contact.
Yeah. And then I was hoping to get a share, and there's a share available in our local airport of a 182, a TR 182.
Oh, another nice airplane. But I wonder how much useful load you lose for the 3 tracks.
I'm not sure. It was more than enough for what we wanted. Because 2 of us and a dog and the luggage.
Oh yeah, you can go 1,000 miles on that.
And that plane, that you know, you get up to 18, 20,000 feet,
Right.
and it had oxygen.
Yeah.
And you know, I think the cruise at that's 170 knots.
Yeah.
Up at those levels, it's like, well, that's a serious
cross-country machine.
serious cross-country machine. It's also a 182, so
Yep.
it's not as challenging as something like a Cirrus or something that you're landing at a
Yeah.
lot faster, right?
Big heavy Cessna.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I flew from the right seat of that on a test flight.
I like the Turbo 182. It's a great airplane. My favorite one was a Grumman Tiger.
Oh yeah.
They're fast. They have a really good, pretty good useful load. I always fancied them.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we don't, because I'm planning on letting the airplane do its thing.
That's just an experiment. We just don't want to fly it.
What, letting it do its thing?
Yeah. Just see if it works.
Oh no, I know it works. I don't know how well it works, but it might slam it down harder than I would, even being this tired.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid of my next landing. I still don't have the feel for this one.
Well, most years I always start off still flaring this thing like it's a Cessna.
Right.
So I always balloon it. For the first couple anyway, and by the end of it I'm greasing them on. But it's different with this one. We don't have the touchdown sounds going for some reason.
Oh yeah.
We just seem to be like, you know, okay, are we on the ground or?
Yeah. Kind of put it in the flare attitude. Just look at the radar altimeter.
Yeah.
That's your clue.
Like if these actually moved.
Oh yeah.
The speed brakes, right? Because the real thing, it'll just flop
move,
back, right?
Yeah.
If those move, it's like, okay, the wheels hit.
Yep. There's weight on the wheels. Yep.
Hey, look at that.
Wow, look at that.
Nice.
And you're not zoomed out to 320. No, don't do that.
Hey, look at that. It's within that arc.
It's within 320. Funny.
Per 4. I think that's the mist as well. Yep. What is the mist?
Well, I think getting
Climb
up
to 5,000 on AMBVR, radial direct to per 4 and hold according to each clearance. Okay. 101. Three. Tune yours to 101.3. Going to be the 175. Do we have to deal with ATC at all, or?
No, he's offline. Santiago Center's offline. Everybody's offline. Only the people going to Argentina have center coverage right now.
What's wrong with that? Okay, and then, so you're going to set your course to 175.
Okay.
And hold or okay. What am I missing here? Yeah, that's frequency, final approach course, decision altitude. 1750 on the barrel. I gotta call 100 bar minute. Or transition level. Transition level is about to 1000. I forget where we set that now.
This is an old one, I guess.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yep. What kind of an approach are we looking at?
Cat 1, ILS Cat 1.
Okay.
So I'm gonna plan on using flaps 30.
Okay.
So that speed, PRF is 144, so I'm gonna target 149. Auto brakes can be at 2, I believe. And in this area, and the way this is wired, it's full reverse or no reverse, so full reverse. If we go around, which I probably won't do, I'll call go around flat 15, press the go around switch, and fly the command bars.
This is where I say I will select flaps to 15 when establishing the climb. I will call positive rate.
Yep. And I will call gear up.
I will select the gear up.
And I think we're actually supposed to call for the after takeoff checklist after that too.
Okay.
About 5,000.
Want me to do the before descent checklist here then?
We can. We're a little far out, really, but yeah,
Okay.
sure, we can do it.
Alright, so approach brief. We've pretty much done
We've
that.
done that.
Complete landing data.
So I've said that. That's the Flaps 30.
Okay. Landing elevation is at the 1500.
Yeah.
Recall.
So push the big black box.
Okay.
And
You're
let
just looking for all the lights.
Yeah, so then let it go,
Okay.
and then as long as they all extinguish. So this is
Okay.
what would happen. So if you pushed it,
Yep.
it lights up, you let go, and the ones that
Alright.
are still failed stay on.
Okay. Auto brakes, we have that set. Altimeters, we need to get weather at some point. So I don't even know what what's the transition level here.
It is 10,000,
Okay.
and I'm trying to remember how you set that in here. There it is.
Center tank's about to go dry.
Okay. I'll wait for the light to turn on.
Where's this all located? Where you up?
The what?
For the center tanks,
Yeah.
it's on the fuel pump
that's
panel.
here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we'll get a low pressure once it gets low, and then
So you just turn those
then you
off?
just
then?
turn it
Okay.
off. I don't know why he always gives us a fuel load such that we have full tank,
Yeah.
full wing tanks, right?
Nearly every leg you've never.
No, each
the
re-landing
wing
is
tanks
like-
have never been touched.
Well, and I'm kind of. And the last flight I did. Okay, let's have a look at our fuel burn again. So, what was the last one? Or grows?
Because last year I don't remember putting pretty much anything in the center tank.
Depends on the length of the trip.
Right.
Like Doug does his stuff by the book, right? So there. Yeah, we should only have 11.5 left. So I think with the change in the model, we're not necessarily getting the
Same rate of burn.
same burn rate, the appropriate burn rate.
Right.
That could have explained why our fuel flow numbers are really weird. So we're always doing like rather high landings. Or rather heavy.
Who's GPN? Sue Flyer says, does GPN know what he is doing?
Ground point niner, man.
That's my buddy
Oh.
from North Dakota.
Okay.
He's a CFI at UND. He
It's-
knows I don't know what I'm doing, so.
Oh, boy.
I'm learning. Sort of.
It's been a long
If you guys
day.
start throwing failures at me, I'd probably
You
Let's just jump
take
out
the
the
water.
back.
You want one? We could throw it in
Where's
knock.
the parachute?
We could throw an easy one at you.
Yeah.
You got time?
Yeah, we got 80 miles.
Where's
to
that
stop, so
that QRH, whatever you call that there?
Yeah, we'll throw one at you. You want one?
go nuts.
I
Go-
guess,
go
yeah,
nuts.
Can try.
No, don't. Well, no. Yeah, we'll be nice.
Something that's not going to destroy the arrival.
No, it wouldn't. No, but it would get you on the panel and
Yeah,
you know, running through some checklists and
sure.
stuff.
Yep.
Alright. You want to think something up, Ray?
Sure.
Just nothing electrical, please. Not that you get your choice of failures when they happen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is not the failure. That is the tank running low. So I'm just gonna flip these off.
So you basically just leave like a little bit of fuel then, when it does that in the center? You don't ever just totally drain it?
Yeah. Generally just turn it off.
Okay.
Right. I don't imagine you can see the mountains now.
I got a picture of them. I can't see it from here.
You can, yeah. They just look like they work. Miles up to
What is the digital engine unit? Asking for a friend. What's the DEU? Is it related to?
I would think it would be
These?
related to these.
Yeah.
Are we gonna
Yeah.
find out in a minute?
Well, we
Well-
don't know.
Yeah, because I thought so. These amber lights here. These are warning lights here, right?
Yeah.
I just didn't want to kill your engines in case I was wrong.
Yeah.
But it was under a section called indicating and recording. It's called DEUs. And there's 2 of them, right? So I thought maybe it was related to this guy here.
Maybe what's this here?
Those are the those are, I can't read it.
These guys here?
Oh, these 2 up here.
It says reversers. Those are the
Oh,
reversers.
the reverser indicators.
Yeah.
That was that engine control.
Engine
Yeah, that's
control.
the
I think
EC.
these are the warning lights for the, yeah.
That could be what it is. Would light that one up, right? Because you hit that, you just get the alternate system, the backup. Sorry, that was me.
Okay, so engine.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought that was our failure.
Don't scare your first officer.
I guess the other thing I kind of need to know too is like the scan, because it's very different than flying a Cessna.
Yeah.
Instrument scan.
Yeah, in the Cessna you'd have a 6-pack, but in the 737 you've got more like a case or a keg.
Yeah. So like
Okay.
you can. Have you done instrument training?
Yeah.
Okay. So instead, it's kind of the same thing, right? Like ADI over to one, back to the ADI, back over to the other one, right?
Yep.
So here you just have like speeds right there, your altimeter is right there, so it's just kind of a back and forth. You got your heading down here.
Yep.
Your VSI is right there, so that's always in your. Yep. So the one I fly, the G1000 is like A wide, right? Yep. So when I'm flying that one, I tend to just kind of look at all the numbers because I can just see the attitude. And then you always keep this in your peripheral vision for your courses and whatnot, right? And then you can change that to a VOR or approach. Don't center button work. Your center button does work, but you can get a traditional VOR indicator. The Skylast or VOR. And then that gives you a vertical profile.
Okay.
Set this down. Start.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
So we'll get a bing and remind us their altimeters. Put that up.
What was the problem there?
Okay, so what happens with this? Is it retards the throttles and then it goes into a throttle arm mode, which the way the 737 or as far as I know all Boeings work is the auto throttle actually commands the thrust levers and then the thrust levers command the engine, right? So what it does is the servos drive the handles back. And that way at any time, even with the servos on, you can push the handles if if it starts doing something you don't think it should
Okay.
do.
Air conditioning, master warning. So, go to this first.
Yep. So to use that, just grab any tab
Okay.
and flip it open.
Yep.
And then you have the index on any one of these tabs have the same index as to where to start your looking.
Okay. Air systems, 2.
There you go. Up, so go back one more page.
Sorry.
It was here, because there's your, oh, that's air conditioned smoke.
Air conditioner.
So it's going to be probably that guy pack trip off.
That's 2.10. Slightly. That related pack temperatures exceeded the limits. Alright, so... Oh... I don't know what I'm looking for.
So what's it want you to look for? Temperature selector, warmer temperature. So these are the temperature selectors.
Okay.
Right, so they're just kind of cold, warm.
Yep.
Does it go to warmer temperature?
Do they do that so the remaining pack doesn't have to work as hard?
Reduces the work of the affected air conditioning pack, yeah.
Rip reset switch. Oh.
That'll be that guy right here.
Okay.
This little round.
Push and hold or
Push it.
Just push it
Okay.
once.
Okay.
I cleared the master
Oh, you
caution.
cleared that, alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still lit here.
So then, yeah, you just follow it through, right? So the trip reset switch. And so what? So you push it, and then what's it say?
Pack trip off, light extinguishes if the pack temperature has cooled below limits, so...
So the pack light's still lit.
Yeah. So just, what, we go warmer then? Oh,
Yeah, I just turned it all the way to max
okay,
and then backed it off a little bit, just to match these other two.
okay.
Because they were up here, right? So you went this.
Yep.
And that light may not go off.
Okay.
Okay, now you can see the mount.
Yep.
So then you can move to the next page. No, right there. Right, yeah,
That's
right there.
That's a separate checklist. Thing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
That's scheduled.
Oh,
pack
unscheduled
reservation.
pack.
Yeah,
So that's
and that's
the end.
pretty much it.
So that's pretty much the end of
Okay.
it. What's interesting is this
So
pack temperature, right? Like it's,
Oh, maybe we were...
Oh, that's probably the one you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Is it?
no, this is just the selector to see what the actual temperature is.
Ah,
But they're all pegged, like super hot.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's again a case of the gauge not working.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we found something new there. So it doesn't actually have you turn off the pack. That's interesting.
Doesn't say that.
Huh.
I think the pack light means it tripped off on its own. Is that kind of what it is there? Pack trip off light eliminate. Yeah. Related pack valve closes automatically.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We could just
There you go. Then you're done. Nope.
No,
just leave it on.
that's the
then, or-
bleed.
That's
So
the bleed.
It's the pack is shut.
Oh,
Is protected itself,
okay.
then it might. Like, reset's not fixing it. So.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're pretty much finished at that point.
Yep, and we're still getting the fault, so it's still there.
Okay. How do you clear that? You just hit,
You hit the master caution.
okay.
So the idea is that you go, okay, I saw that, you grab the book, you start looking at it, you clear it in case something else comes up.
Okay. Got a place to set that over there?
Yeah.
Oh, you're headed down already.
Yep. Goodness.
See, look, Ray. The Gen 1, right? 115 and 400 cycles.
Right.
And then Gen 2 is 115 and 400 cycles, but the inverter is cranking out 120 and 400 cycles. So
Yep.
I think you could choose this one, fail it, and I don't think they lose anything in the cockpit, because I think Gen 1, 115 400 cycles is usually for avionics.
Right.
So I think this inverter, since it's 120 volts and 400 cycles, I think this is for the cabin, for everybody's peripherals and
Right.
blah blah blah.
The galleys.
Yeah, well, yeah, galley stuff. So from the electrical stuff, if you failed the inverter, they'd get the warnings here or whatnot. They'd have to run a fail inverter checklist, but I don't think they'd actually lose anything in here. But I didn't know what the inverter cranks out, because in the helicopter the inverter creates the avionics power, right? Because in the helicopter it's 2 DC generators instead of AC generators, so it has to generate the AC power for the avionics.
Right.
But this is the other way around.
Do you have an ATC on, or do they all plug off?
Let's check. We've got center,
Yeah, but that's going to be...
and we've got.
We do have an approach.
We have an approach.
Yeah, but $10 says it's Buenos Aires. I'm going to go...
SCEL, that's
Yeah.
the airport we're going to.
Is it?
That's
Yep.
Santiago, isn't it?
Yep. So 129.7.
29.7.
Yeah.
So we gotta use this.
Okay.
Anytime soon. Okay, no problem, sir. Really appreciate the ATC. Thank you for WorldFlight, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Bye. Dynasty Century, Tango, contact Mendoza Control 126.6. Contact 126.6, Dynasty 738 Tango. Thank you.
So you have to hit this to talk to ATC?
That
Okay.
or the trigger on the yoke. So
Oh.
that's generally for if you're flying the plane. So usually it's best if you use this one.
Okay.
Continue flight for clear G50.
Do you have ATIS information for Santiago by chance? Or frequency?
Nothing.
No ATIS yet.
No one's online. So. Hey, Metar in that. Does that give you anything, or you can do that in the stream, right?
Yeah. Let's check that. Oh, that's interesting. Error connecting to web proxy.
Thanks for your coverage this evening, this morning, Santiago. Hopefully you get a good sleep now. Signing off. Thank you again, Velocity 077.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the delay. Have a good flight. And Santiago approach.
Nightbot is down, I think.
Going to be on. Hell no. It's 6, almost 7 a.m. I haven't slept, and I entered to work in 2 hours more.
Want me to check in with them now?
Yeah, you might as well.
Alright, we're about 10 south of
Marfa,
Warpa.
and we're planning.
What's the arrival that we're on?
Should have it. It's filed. Smoke for Bravo. And open for 17.
Okay. Santiago approach, good morning. Delta 209, 10 miles south of Morpa, descending through 16,800 on the Simo 4 Bravo arrival.
He's still online, right?
He just dropped.
Oh, did he really?
He literally just dropped.
Oh man, okay, that's next.
We might not be transferred. He just dropped just before you keyed it.
Damn.
That's too bad.
So close.
And there's
Yep.
no tower.
No, there's two centers, but there's no other
and their
facilities.
centers don't cover us here.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
But
Unless you want this for writing or anything, but I think we're done with that.
somebody just said not hearing you.
The what and the what?
Hello, hello.
Somebody on the chat, Casey, just said not hearing you.
Not hearing who? Me? You?
I'm not sure.
See Ray messing with settings over that back there?
Me.
This is pretty cool. I kind of wish we had daylight for the rest of these previous two legs.
Yeah.
Well, in some ways it was more challenging with the not seeing the mountains you're desperately trying to avoid and having to use the your proper instrument procedures.
Uh-huh.
Frequency, but that's probably because the approach controller dropped off.
Yeah.
That's why they weren't hearing us. Oh, wait a minute though. No, they should still be able to hear us though. It doesn't matter if they drop off. If you're on the frequency, you should still hear. So maybe it's not working.
Right.
Well, here, I'll just get.
Casey, what exactly can't you hear? Yeah, you probably can't hear that. if you
Okay, yeah,
can't
so
hear
we're
it.
not,
frequency.
or on that computer, not yours, Ray, the prepared computer,
Uh-huh.
you gotta go click on VPilot to set the focus window.
Oh, yeah, because this has changed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Be right back.
Okay.
There, now it works.
Okay. Which runway were we planning?
17 left. Let's do it now.
Y'all switch to intercom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all. There's only about 4 airplanes on the airfield right now.
$5,000. Okay. Gonna take it down to 5. Oh. Wire wind speed intervention. for speed intervention. Okay, there's 10. Let's do the in-range checklist. In-range, what do we call it? Approach on this one.
Okay, approach checklist, altimeters.
We don't know what the altimeter here is, do we?
Nope. You guys check that by chance?
There's no ATIS.
There's no ATIS. We can't get METAR.
If you go
for
to
this.
vpilot, type .METAR, and then hit the airport code, base airport code, will at least get us a little bit of weather.
Okay.
Plus
I don't know if we're gonna get it because the server's reporting a.
What's the code?
You gotta go to vPilot though.
Yeah, and vpilot.
Okay. METAR for.
Sierra Charlie Echo Lima.
Okay.
Alright, seatbelts on. What do you do? You go off and then
Just
on?
down.
Okay.
Get the chime.
Okay.
QNH is 1014.
Landing lights on. Search checklist complete.
Okay,
I got it.
So QNH is 1014.
Yep.
Yep. Seatbelts on, landing lights are on.
Yep.
I pulled it off FlightAware.
Do you need logo and wing lights at all, or no?
It's not dark, so no.
Okay.
You want to set your altimeter.
I was here. What was it again? 1024?
1014.
Alright. Okay.
And then hit the standard button, because they're below transition. You might need to push it a little harder. There you go. I don't know why it's coming up yellow.
Approach checklist
20
complete.
miles, that means localizer is valid. Localizer mode. Glide slope. Go approach mode. Timer second channel.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that.
Gonna go
Santiago traffic, Delta 209ers, 20 miles south, planning runway 17 left, approach full stop.
Casey says, watch out, there's a guy taking off in the wrong direction on 35 right.
nice. Alright, let's go flaps 1.
Flaps 1. Transit.
I guess that guy's using the Yahoo departure cowboy transition.
Yeah.
Okay, and go flaps 5.
Flaps 5. When do we do the landing? Check.
It's after gear down.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I see an airport. Okay. Our go around missed approach altitude was 5,000, I believe I said. 5,000. Okay, so we can leave it there. Okay, we're 10 miles to the runway. We keep trending in the correct direction. Okay, let's go gear down, flaps 15.
Okay, gear down. Flaps 15.
Yep. And landing checklist.
Okay. Alright, landing checklist, engine start switches. Continuous. Speed brake. Armed.
Armed. Armed.
Landing gear down in 3 green, that's confirmed. Flaps.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 15. We're going to be 30 for.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can go flaps 30 now.
Okay, flaps 30. 25, 30. Go traffic Delta 209's on a 8-mile final runway 17 left.
Yeah, and this guy's rolling on 35 right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not good.
This will be fun. There he is right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna clear him easy.
Yeah. Opposite looks like.
This site picture looks really weird.
Yeah.
Considering we're only 2,000 feet up. Yep.
Oh boy.
There it is.
Here he comes.
Yes, at 500 feet we're gonna clear him.
Flash
Why
the
is he
landing
descending?
lights. Oh
Oh,
boy.
he's clearing.
Wow.
There he goes. Oh my God, look at that.
Dude.
Yeah.
So everybody looks up at your right side of the aircraft.
That was a nice looking paint job.
Wow.
I think you just said something over the radio.
Going pro next week.
Going pro.
The picture looks weird, but I got 2 red, 2 green. Or 2 red, 2 white.
Yep.
And it goes right on glide slope.
Is the runway slanted upwards a little bit? Sloped?
Oh. So stable, I feel like I should just hand fly it anyway.
Inside landing.
Wow. Like we're doing a leaf stall all the way down to the runway.
Really?
Oh, it ballooned itself.
Yeah, it did.
First.
All right, good job.
80 knots.
No ground and no tower, so whatever you want to do.
And Santiago traffic ambassador 519 Heavy is lining up with 17 left.
You got traffic, Delta 209 is vacated 17 left.
Okay, you can clean up the flaps.
Flaps up.
So that altimeter was really wrong.
Great.
I
That's something you guys failed?
I have a suspicion active sky is not running back there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you're right about
Wait,
that. 'cause
yeah, I don't see it on the window next to you. Did it go to the terminal or go to cargo here? Oh, we're not, doesn't matter because we're not.
Guess we're Going in the grass first.
Are we? Possibly. Yep. Okay, here's good.
Santiago traffic ambassador 519 heavy is rolling 17 left.
Alright. Shutdown checklist.
Yep. Oh. Darn it. Okay. Do shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist, fuel,
Fuel pumps are off.
galley power,
It's off.
ground power,
It's on.
Q.
Q is off.
gas and belts,
Off.
window heat,
Off.
probe heat,
Off.
anti-nose,
Off.
electric hydraulic pumps,
Off.
exterior lights,
Expired.
anti-collision lights,
Off.
engine start switches,
They're off.
speed brakes.
Down.
Oops, I missed one, sorry, auto brakes,
The brakes are off.
flaps,
Up.
parking brake,
Set. Set.
start levers,
And cut off.
weather radar,
Off.
transponder.
Disavowed.
Checklist complete.
Welcome back.
Do we bother with the secure one, or is it we're swapping, right? So
No, we got a while here. We got to move the airplane, so let's do the secure.
okay.
So I
Yeah,
will.
because you're gonna fast forward.
Yeah.
Secure checklist: recirculating fans,
Off.
X, engine bleeds,
You're off.
IRS mode select,
Off.
emergency exit light, APU,
Off.
PU,
APU off.
standby power,
GPU off. My power off.
battery.
Batteries off.
Secure checklist.
Let's you get out first.
Yep, you're